Hello and welcome to the second devlog of this maze game. I left off the last video having completed the saving mechanics for the game, but that's not really true, as you'll see later. For now, I'm going to kick off this video by porting the project over to mobile. I've never worked on any mobile projects before, and the conversion was a lot easier than I anticipated. There were a few misconceptions I found online about testing mobile games using your phone. I have an Android, so for the iPhone users, this might not be the same. One method for testing, and this really is only for testing, is to download the Unity remote app onto your phone, and while your phone is plugged into your computer, Unity should see it, and when running your game, it will mirror everything to your device. Performance and resolution take a hit, but you'll at least have access to debugging, which is always helpful. The other way is to build and run your game onto your phone, which creates an APK file on your device. Once ported, the keyboard bindings went dead, and I had to find another option. Movement was the first thing I implemented. I used a joystick controller off the Unity store, then spent some time trying to find a good swipe mechanic. For those who have never tried a mobile game, this was actually the hardest thing I ran into. I had issues with some pre-written code because it would only detect one touch at a time, but after some digging, I found a system that will allow for multiple touches. The difficulty here comes from how Unity keeps track of each touch. Unity holds the touches in an array. However, if two fingers are on the screen and one leaves, then the remaining touch becomes the first object of that array. I sectioned off the screen so that the joystick wouldn't activate a swipe, and I added a speed boost button to help the player move along the maze quicker. With the controls done, I moved on to fixing up the UI. Most of this process was making buttons and affixing them to the sides of the screen or in a scroll bar. When working with mobile, I realized how great of a difference it makes when you switch phone models and realize that all your anchor points are wrong. You have to be very cognizant of how you position and anchor your elements. In order to make the level buttons, I designed a prefab with a controlling script that, on enable, will look at the game manager's level array and determine which state to be in, whether locked, unlocked, or completed, and with how many stars. This is where I needed to rework the saving mechanic a little more. I added the stars as a collectible in the maze as a means of unlocking more levels. With that complete, the game is technically playable. I put together a quick tutorial, and that's about it. The biggest part now will be to put some more mazes together in Blender and start filling the game with content. Thanks for watching. The plan for the next video is to have many more levels created and potentially a game on the Play Store. Have a good one.